Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the first Grand Prix of the F1WL weekend. We're here once again in Singapore, and I am joined for the first time in many weeks by my usual co-commentator for Tier 1, Jeansy Boy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to Singapore. Should be an interesting one indeed.
It will be. It will be an exciting one, I believe.
Indeed, it will.
It's a good track, in my opinion, for racing.
Definitely.
I need to. And by the way, I'll actually know. We'll do it in a minute. When people are in, I will ask people if they can do something for us. But yeah, so one away. Doing that first person opens the stream and hit 1,000, and I believe we should be popping some champagne. Alright, I've just got an email telling me that we're streaming. So thank you, Twitch.
An email?
Yeah, so I get email notification Twitch. Sam's here. Hello, Sam. Does that mean we've done it, Sam? Oh, it's you, Sam. It's you. Hello, Sam's. Ask driver Sam's is joining the chat.
Cool.
Right, whilst people are in, we will quickly do our little speech.
Yes.
Actually, we'll do it when people start loading up.
Which will
So
be.
we've got to go for all the. I don't know. We've got to go for all the loading screens, and I think.
Are we starting it during the loading screen?
Start it just before.
Just before.
It shouldn't
When
take us long.
he tells us to ready up, that's when.
Yeah. If Mick can tell us when, if you're watching stream, if you can tell us when would be the,
like
the
about
right
a
time.
minute. About a minute before you tell everyone to ready up. Okay. Mick's just said we're waiting till 8, so we start at like a minute to, I guess, if you want.
Right, but the fact that people are here, that does mean we've done it. That does mean we have hit 1,000 views. So, celebrations all around.
Fantastic.
This is it's a big day.
Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant.
And everyone watching, if you're not following F1WL already, I recommend you do, because here we are 6. Kai, not the place. Everyone watching, if you can, drop us a follow, as we are only 6 away from the 400 mark, and it would make my day. It would make this race even more exciting. I believe we start now. It's 1 minute 2. Okay, right, we will start now. So, we have a little speech for you all. So, on behalf of F1WL, Jeansy and I would like to share our deepest sympathy and commiserations for the people of Ukraine. We condemn everything Putin and Russia are doing. Jeansy?
The things happening in Ukraine are awful, and as Grovey said, we here in F1WL show our deepest sympathy and wish that things do improve. We will be having a minute's silence where the cars will not leave the garage in Q1 in honour of the Ukrainian people who have lost their lives. You may also see around the paddock some drivers will be running special helmets with the Ukrainian flag's colours, and some, such as Sir with Face, will be running a Ukrainian style badge. This is of course in respect to everybody in Ukraine, as we are about to get underway here in Singapore.
Obviously we can't show pictures, so we do also to the Russians that are unwillingly putting their lives on the line for something they do not believe in, because we know they are out there, and we can't forget about the fact that their lives are also at risk.
Absolutely, yes.
in something that's horrifically happening, and it shouldn't be happening. But sadly, stuff happens, and we've got to look at it in a positive way. You know, it's got a boring race off the calendar, but no, all jokes aside, it is a horrific thing that no one expects to happen. No one expects to happen during their lifetime.
Yeah.
And we hope it is all sorted out soon.
Yes.
And you will not be hearing from us. I would say probably not much more on the matter. And we will, like you said, there'll be a minute silence in a minute. In about 3 seconds. So we will mute our mics now, and we will see you after the minute silence. Hello again, everyone. That is your minute done, and qualifying will begin right about now, and the first cars will be coming out onto track. Now, probably during the minute should have sorted out first car coming out now. Probably should have sorted out me tracks and everything on for the stream, but I haven't.
Let me just check over the penalty points quickly.
So I'm going to quickly apologise to everyone if you did see an advert. I hoped it wouldn't happen, but pre-roll ads sadly occur. I didn't intend for that to happen. I tried to cancel it, but there isn't an option to cancel. You just have to run an advert to cancel it. So I am very sorry to everyone that did see that during that moment. It was horrifically done by Twitch. Please don't take it out on me or Jeansy.
Yes,
Please.
not our fault. Not our fault. I'm trying to see where people are on track. We're just gonna enable a full track map here. I believe it's NJM in the AlphaTauri that will start his lap first of all, so I think we're gonna go on board with him once he starts his lap.
Hi Eddie.
Obviously we are well, obviously we have the return of DCR Shui and Big Massive Sam here tonight. Can we see the likes of Aloon still manage to be competing for the top spot against Big Massive Sam and DCR Shui? Or
can't forget SPT Sams, who did.
Oh yeah, can't forget SPT Sam.
The penalty that was originally there did win the race.
Yes. So, NJM then, beginning his lap here in the AlphaTauri, number 40 on his car. Nice and tight and compact through turns 1, 2 and 3, I believe. Turn 4 then, nice little right-hander into, I think this is turn 5. Is turn 5 a little kink? I don't know.
I think so. I mean,
anyway,
1, 2, 3.
Left-hander, turn 6.
4, 5, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Turn 7 then. It's a tight right-hander. You want to get right up against that outside wall. Turn 8, quite a fast corner. Coming into now the formerly known as Singapore Sling after it was remodeled in 2016, I do believe. Or maybe even
Great corner.
earlier. In fact, it was a fantastic corner indeed. Into the chicane, under the Anderson Bridge we go. Into the chicane, into the hairpin. Big Master Sam off to your left there, the RS off and going slowly. 1 minute into this lap here, into the right-hander then. Right on the curb, something maybe cost them a tenth or so. Right up against the wall, into the chicane, the DHL sector, as I like to call it, because it's filled with DHL advertising. Under the bridge now. Oh, a kick of
Very
oversteer, very squirrely indeed.
He was
that's ruined in his
drifting
lap. He drifts it all the
there
way
he goes.
round and he spins. So, Shui then to complete a lap. It will be, and NJM gets disqualified. Go the wrong way.
Oh dear. Oh, I am speaking, Nick. Sorry, Jeansy was doing his own commentary there.
35.8 for Shui. Fantastic lap from him.
Is there something wrong? My bold prediction
Oh, here we go.
is that I don't really know, to be honest. My bold prediction: we're gonna see 2017 Singapore.
A big 2017 Singapore incident.
Yeah, turn 1. So it's gonna be Shui will be on pole. It'll be Sam second with. I'm gonna say Alun will be the Kimi Räikkönen in this situation.
And I'm assuming Shui will be the Max Verstappen.
No, Shui will be the Seb.
Right.
So he'll put across and try to defend from Sam. That's my bold prediction.
This
Eddie,
is very bold.
What's yours,
very
Eddie?
bold. Is Eddie in here? No, he's not.
Eddie's in the chat.
He's in the chat, right. So, pavement's put in a wall. Down by the Singapore Sling.
Oh dear.
I
The SP sounds
he
like
can
has
get the
gone
car
quickest of
moving
all.
again. Yeah, he's just lost his front wing if he can keep the car moving. SBT Sam's a 35.7. A tenth up on DCR and
So
Shui.
far.
Solid from the Haas driver.
He has been practicing all day. The practice he's been doing, he's been just all day today. His teammate putting in a 1:37.7. Not the best of laps from his teammate. But they've been practicing together. I know that today.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Pick up hand up is on an lap then, and he is in sector. Sector 2, and now
Around
into
the
sector
final
3. He
corner.
will go.
It is P1 for Sam.
Good lap.
So the two Sams, first and second, then looking at the front row from DCR Shui. Saw pavement in the McLaren P4, the Aston Martin of Gert in P5, Lewis in P6, splitting Gert from his teammate Jay Lee, the fill-in for Hronsky 70. A11 in P8 in the Mercedes, a good little run out from him, I think, last week. P9, the other half of LCFC Alex, and that is
And pick up hand that drops it.
Oh dear. And that will be your top
Across the line he went.
10.
He just spun.
I think Sam's going for another one here.
I think. Who is next to set a lap? Jack, it'll be Jack, the reigning
will be
world
a Red Bull.
champion, will come round the final corner, very tight to the white line, and
P9.
he goes right. It looked a bit lethargic from that final corner.
I reckon it would be enough to get him through, just taking it nice and cautiously. Two Alpines then,
DJ
across
goes
the line.
P4.
P4 and 5 for them. Very respectable times as well, 35.9 and 36.1. Obviously helping each other out, these two. I did a bit of practice with them earlier on. They are a fantastic unit when they work together. An absolutely brilliant team, as you can see. Big Massive Sam just touching the wall on the exit.
Oh, Tornado's got no front wing.
Yeah, so obviously this track proving to be a very difficult one for the Tier 1 drivers. As we see Luigi Fent coming out of the pit lane then, along with Joel, who's retired because... Joel retired because I think he has a qualifying ban.
Oh, I do believe he does.
Yes.
And so Alun then, your previous race winner in you know, in a what track was it last week? It's Spa. I did obviously miss that one, and you did have Sheehan as your commentator. He did a good job, I'd say.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, so he did a good job. He's a tier 2 driver now. You'll see him tomorrow in the what was it, the Williams?
Yes, I think he's in Williams.
I have good knowledge.
Balloon right on the limit there. Coming through the chicane. Into the final string of corners now. Penultimate corner. Very close to that wall. Just tapping on the throttle. Left-hander. Bit cautious. It's a 35.4. 3/10 up on Big Massive Sam. That's an incredible time.
Yes, oh yes, it was Monza, wasn't it, Harry? Thank you for reminding me, Hazard.
Yes.
Monkey saying let's go Aston. But it's a Ferrari Academy, dominated top 3 by all 3 teams.
Lovely.
And that's the Alfa Romeo being the quickest of all. And big man in this championship, well, the second big man in this championship, besides the literal big man in this championship, Big Massive Sam, Shuey in P4. On an outlap, then he will start his lap as he rounds the final corner to start it. What do you think? Who do you think will be on pole today then, Lindsay?
I definitely think it will be between the Ferrari Academy. Alun looking quite strong on the pace, but could it be that Big Massive Sam and as well DCRS Shuey are sandbagging potentially just to hide their true pace? Maybe we could see a surprise qualifying or a decent qualifying from the 2 Alpine boys who had a decent last time out, as DJ Perks retires, I'm assuming, in the pit lane. I think he retires in the pit lane.
Yeah, flags on track.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see a better lap from Jack, reigning world champion, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so two drivers out so far. Someone has just set a lap. Who was that? Was that A11 that just set a lap?
Super Mario set a lap.
Ah, yeah. Hopefully A11 set a lap in the pit lane. Ignore me. Yeah, Super Mario putting himself into P12. I presume everyone's on a set of soft tyres. I don't expect the mediums to know. Well, you'd be on mediums in Q1. Okay, talking of mediums, there is a car on mediums. That is Sam, who's strapped a set of mediums on.
Huh?
At the moment.
Why would you put a set of mediums on? It's Q1.
I do know that he's I know something he can do. I'm not sure if he'll do it around this track, but I know something he's done before. Is in like other leagues I've raced with him in, or the only league I've raced with him in, is he put these set of mediums in Q1 if he feels he has the pace, just to save a few set of softs, or Q2 and 3.
Right, but surely, I think this is a race to start on the mediums here. Tyre wear is a big factor here in Singapore, so surely he would want to save those.
Tornado is on the lap, and where is Luigi? Luigi is still on a lap. He obviously had an invalidation last time around, and Shuey boxed. No, Callum, you cannot have a shout out. Stop asking me for them.
No, you mayn't.
I mean, I have just given him one, but you know.
Yes. Not much to say here then in qualifying other than to run through your grid order as we approach the 3rd minute
Tornado
of the
goes to
session.
9. I was asked my opinions on Tornado, and I'm going to say not as quick as his teammate right now.
Oh, definitely not. With no offense to Tornado, of course, but Aloon's incredibly quick. So, your top your drivers for Q1 then. Aloon in the Alfa Romeo, Big Massive Sam closely behind him. Well, not closely, 3/10 off of him. SBT Sam's close to Big Massive Sam. The two Sams in 2 and 3. Dusara Shui, the main competitor and antagonist for the title. P5 and 6 go to the Alpine boys of Toast and DJ. McLaren boys take the seats behind him in 7th and 8th, Saw Pavement and Server Face, and MS Tornado in P9, Gur 13 in P10, Lewis and Pickle Panda in the Williams, P11 and 12, Jay Lee P13, Super Mario in the AlphaTauri takes P14, Jack, surprisingly, in P15, he's going to have to set another lap, A11 in P16, P17 goes to the other half of LCFC Alex, Luigi Sven, P18, Georgie P19, who hasn't set a lap due to quali ban, and NJM, who has been disqualified for going the wrong way.
And we've got some predictions in the chat.
Ooh, Jack invalidated.
Because Mick, I believe Mick asked, I assume Mick, yeah, I think Mick's the only other person with the account. And so, BTFT Sammy saying that FT Sam will win. Tex saying that Joel is going to win. Hunji, Tier 2 driver, or Tier 2 championship leader, your rival right now, says it will be a Sam's win, Sir 2nd, and Big Massive Sam will take 3rd. And we've had the prediction from Eddie saying that it will be a Sam, Sir with face.
Sam, Sir with face. That seems rather interesting.
And talking of Sir face, he has just retired. Obviously in the pit lane. LCCX will be going for another lap as people do start to retire. Only a minute and 33 to go. Everyone, talking of people on laps and making them count. Jack is invalidated. He's going to have to try. He's going to have time to get back to the line, and he's going to hope that he can improve. And he's got the Haas in front of him, who is on a lap. L68 is now going to come through. What sector is he in? Sector 2. Sector 3, sorry. It's a strange circuit, isn't it, of the chicanes. They're all sort of strange little chicanes. And here, though, L68, is he going to improve? He is by 3/10. JC17. He's going to hope he can find some more time. Jack will come to the line now and start his lap and hope he won't get invalidated again. Did he make... Yeah, he did a good job last time out, I believe.
Yes, definitely a P4 for himself. I finished... No, I didn't actually. I finished just behind him in P5. Last time out in Monza. And, yeah. Decent result for the current world champion. And it definitely improved his... sort of chase / hunt for the championship, for his 3rd championship in a row, maybe becoming the next Michael Schumacher of F1WL.
Who are we on about?
Jack.
Alright.
Yes.
Yeah, he does lead the championship right now, doesn't he?
He does indeed.
But Jack, he's just going to really hope he can improve. And Pick a Panda will be entering the pit lane. He can't improve, as both him and Jay Lee are invalidated, and they will be ending their laps. Jack, purple in sector 2 apparently. I don't think he genuinely is. Is LCC Alex going to make it through? He's going to have to try and find, or hook up these corners nicely and find some more time. Sort of Pavement also finished in this session, not going to be finding any improvement. But he'll be safe in P7. LCFC accident will come to cross the line. It's going to be a 1:30 something. It's going to be a 1:33 to 1:33.2. He goes to P16, but he is out of this session. And Jack
P12.
only P12, but he is through nonetheless. Super Mario in danger of being eliminated. He moves up to P7, puts himself safe. Luigi, what can he do? Can he push Pick Panda out of qualifying?
Whichever
It's
way you
gonna
look
be-
at it now, Jack 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 has done enough to get into Q2 after being at the back for pretty much the entirety of the session. Bit of a struggler.
Oh, the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, a bit of a struggle for him. But now, as Luigi Sven rounds the final corner, will we see an improvement that would be enough? We don't. It is an improvement by 0.3, but just not enough for Luigi Sven. P18 for him. So, I will go through the drivers who are through in just a second, once I see the order once more. Yeah. What are you thinking after that qualifying session?
It's a great one, I think, for quite a few drivers. Especially drivers, you know, especially the top three. They're going to have big confidence going into the next session, hoping that they can be quite far clear of Shuey. Yeah, the man he's the one to beat, isn't he?
Absolutely.
But I think as well, from like Jack, it's maybe a bit of a worry, the fact that he's out, or not out, sorry, but barely through in P14. He's made it through by 52 hundredths. He's got through.
You will see.
So it must be quite unfortunate for Jay Lee as well, the fact that he's 52 hundredths away from safety.
Yes.
Not less than that.
Yep. And you could have probably seen there, the drivers that are running the Ukrainian flag, obviously in memory, in honour of those who have lost their lives.
I know people who are running helmets. I know Alex is running a helmet. I will show you that during the race. I've seen that.
Yes.
So it's fine. But first car will be out on track. Will be a McLaren. Will it be Soil or so? It will be Soil, but he has stopped very far across from the white line, just to allow people to go past him. He wants to be at the back of this pack, and it is SPT Sams that will lead it away. He doesn't. I know from experience, he doesn't like to be the car out at front. He likes to be at the back of the pack.
So, the points at the top, I've just had word from Mick, the points at the top are Jack, 10 points ahead of Shuey with 114, Shuey in P2 with 104 points, and Big Massive Sam with 99. So, only about 20 points between the top three. That is a race win. It's very close at the top.
So Jack really good. Well, we saw how well Jack did. For whatever race it was, he qualified at the back. And he came through into the points that was either Spa or Monza or Austria. It was one of the three. I think it might actually been it might have been Austria, where he'd had a poor qualifying and came back and won the race or finished on the podium or something. I don't remember what. Actually, I will. He would have got driver of the day for it. So I will have a look what race it was. Now.
So, SPT Sam's then the first car to be coming across the line. Shall we go on board with him? I guess we're on board with him? I don't know too much. Anyway, turn 2, turn 3, very nice and tight there on the exit. You want to get right up against the white line, back where Sergio Perez crashed a couple of years ago. Right against the wall, coming down the straight, DRS wide open then, as we will see. Obviously, the Ukulele colours, unfortunately, they are still in the game, as SPT Sams does, in fact, invalidate Gear 13, looking to set a lap. We will ride on board with him. Out of turn 3. Turn 4 then. Got to get very close to the wall. He does get very close to the wall. DRS wide open then. Coming down the straight. Nice little right-hander. And then there's a left, right, left coming up. I like this corner here particularly. You can go for some very bold moves if you wish, but it is a very tight corner indeed. Kick of oversteer, maybe a bit of a wheel spin on exit, but now down into the, well, used to be Singapore sling. Nice and compact through there. Nice corner, taking a lot of the curb, getting right up against the wall on the inside. Into the hairpin now, little bit wider from the apex than what he probably wanted, but Gurr continuing on with his lap into the right-hander. Right, you got to get very, very wide on exit there. Turn of the chicanes here, right on the curb as you exit there. Take as much space as you can on the outside before chucking it into the chicane. Into the final chicane then. Want to get right up against the curb, but don't want to spin it too much, bottom the car out. A little bit of a cautious downshift, but it's across the line. It's a 37.0 on the mediums. And we are seeing most drivers actually selecting the mediums here in Q2, bar from a select view. So yeah, definitely the way to go.
I'll say one of them select few will be Jack, and I have found what race it was. It was Spa.
Spa, yeah. Okay.
Where he went from P14 to P1.
Very good.
It was a great drive to watch. He did command that I could get cut through the order. So I remember him doing it, I just didn't remember what track it was. And the fastest laps keep coming in, pick a panda to go quickest. But by, well, just under a 10, what, 8 hundredths of a second. Faster than a loon, who's still quicker than his teammate. SP Sam's
Pickle Panda, 36.3. That is a very, very interesting lap set from him. I think it's on the softs though, right? Not on the mediums.
No, it's on the mediums.
Very good lap.
I think, talking of Jack, this obviously isn't his track of choice. He has gone on the medium, on the soft, sorry, and it's P6.
I think he just wants to try and get through here. Obviously, Jack probably relying on a couple of safety cars here in the race in Singapore, along with drivers such as Lewis. Well, along with drivers such as Lewis, that's about it. Lewis going through the Singapore sling as Big Massive Sam on the mediums. That's 36.1. That's a fantastic lap, and I reckon that'll be close to what we will see in terms of pole times in Tier 2. So we face a 43.3. I think he had a little bit of a spin on his lap. SBT Sam's coming into the pit lane now.
Oh, what's going on?
DRS Shuey onto the Anderson Bridge. Into the chicane. He's very fast around here. Not showing his pace, actually, too much. Okay, into nice little left-right. Fantastic. Right, left chicane. Grazes the wall on the outside. Into the final corner. It's a double downshift for him. But it is P1 with a 35.8. That is incredible. What a lap from DCRS Shuey.
So yeah, it's a great lap. It's 3/10 clear of his title rival, and he's not showing pace. Well, he seems to be now. As you heard your comments.
Getting used to the circuit, let's just say.
There's a lot of people in the chat where they're saying that Sam's is going to win.
SPT Sam's?
Yeah. So he's obviously got himself a little bit of a fan club. You know, I'm in the Service Face fan club.
I know.
I believe they executed Eddie.
Who executed Eddie?
This Faith fan club.
Oh, okay.
Like, apparently he's in Sector 1 over 155. Don't think is correct. Nope, Sir Faith in the pit lane. Sorry, what is going on? SPT's. Yeah, on that. Who is the furthest of them? I believe it is Toast. It is P14. He's going slow though. He's obviously. He's only on a first lap. Not sure what's going on there. Just obviously maybe had a spin or something. Representing the tyres. So it's a 146.9, and now it's time to break out my little soundboard. The commentary line, we will not record the radio from close to his team. But yeah, oh god, the streams are unstable for some reason. Not sure what that's about. All of a sudden it was excellent a second ago, and it has just started to suffer. So hopefully it's okay for all of you. And Soil is in P7, making some dodgy racing lines. And Toast, obviously on a lap now. The fuel light is on though. It's 58,000 per second up, according to the sector splits. Oh, Toast is in the wall. Fairly close. He's got 3 minutes 40 seconds. He's gonna have to push it hard. And Tornado is on track now, and on a lap. He'll probably put a set of softs on. Who are we on about? Who did the blocking? Apparently, I just got Roby. Were you watching? He didn't crash. Tornado Major blocked him. I mean, that might be about Toast. Neither of us looking at my phone. Are you here, Ginsey? Is your audio still included? But I need to get back to watching the racing. There's many people on outlaps who come into the final lines. Apparently you're not here. And Lewis on outlap now. He's in the drop zone right now. He needs to hope he can find some time at A11 starting his lap. How's it going to go for him? Is it going to be good? Is he going to find the lap good enough to get through? Big Panda retires then from P3. It's have you seen it on Mixed? And so ask you say try and leave and rejoin the party. I'll send you an invite. Alright, seems like right. Be inviting. Oh, SBT Sam's. They didn't make the line. SBT Sam's not quite found the time to make it to the line. It's unfortunate for him that both Hash drivers out of qualifying. And how can A11 do? Can he hook up the car to find it in the right places? I do. Hello, hopefully it's working.
Hopefully.
Make sure you include your audio.
Yes, it is included. I pray it has not been silent for this whole time.
When you haven't been, because you were there earlier.
I was there at the start, yeah, so it should be alright. Maybe it was just when the stream was lagging.
Yeah.
Okay, seems to be all good. Yep, Nick said we're all good. So, A11, P3 for him. So the final man to cross the line will be Toast, but I don't really see any point of him continuing. Can I just say, SBT Sams, the man who looked a contender for pole position, didn't manage to set a lap.
Yeah, he didn't make it to the line.
Didn't make it to the line.
But A11 made it into P3. The only person currently out, so if Faye's prediction will get the podium out of this session. So is Lewis, so is Toast, who is in P14, getting out of the way, and he is done. Soil pavement, not going to make it through. Sorry, I was dealing with some Hastings.
Indeed, it was luckily before the race that the mic went, but as Toast retires, then we will have our top 10 here, who is DCRS Shuey, Big Massive Sam, A11, Pickle Panda in the Williams, Jack, the former world champion, two-time world champion, Loon, DJ Perks running the Ukrainian flag out, signs of respect, Super Mario, Gur, and AMS Tornado. Your bottom 5 then will be Soil Pavement, Lewis, with Face, SLX Toastman, and SBT Sam's all running the Ukrainian flag again out of respect.
But you mentioned the fact that Surface has got a 5-place grid drop.
Has he?
He has, so I'm not sure what he got that for. I'll check the race director now. Incidents, a lot of invalid lap times. Surface got a grid plate for collision with Lewis. Is that what took them both out?
Potentially.
No, it's not. I don't see. Retired due to thermal damage.
Ah.
This will be an exciting Q3. And I hope for many drivers they do not end up not making it to the line.
Mm.
It
Yes.
should be, like I said, an exciting session. And who will be the first out on track?
Good question.
Update enabled. Hide UI. Nope. There we go. And it's going to be, I'm going to say Tornado. No, not Tornado. It will be Loon, the first driver, out on track. In the Alfa Romeo. So I'm not sure what's going on now. Some messages I'm reading, but we will focus on racing. We've got 50 seconds of Q2 to go. Not Q2, sorry, Q1, Q3. I can't count. Of Q3, the most important qualifying session. And but yeah, like you said, one of the big drivers that we thought might take pole position, not making it through to the top 10 shootout. But A11, he snuck up there in Q2. Will he do it again? Can he put himself in the top 3 for Mercedes? It could be possible, and the two Alfa Romeos are quite close, so maybe a tie will be happening.
Yes.
Oh, so Jack was saying he was expecting to get knocked out, and now his strat is screwed. Died.
Is he?
Yeah, because he qualified yeah, he went P4 on the softs. It's on the stream. By the way, the view count 1,009. Everyone that's watching, if you're not following the account, if you're not following F1WL on Twitch, I would recommend and appreciate it, because we are now only 5 away from 400. So that would be lovely. So,
fantastic.
Back to the qualifying session alone. In sector 1, about to end his sector, and it's a 26-2 in sector 1. What's his teammate gonna do? His teammate does a 26-8, and the Red Bull of Shui is a 26-4. Next is Super Mario with a I don't know, I didn't get to see what he did. ER next, he's gonna do a 26-6 in sector 2, and then the Williams will be next. Let's pick up hand up. He's gonna do something, but he's invalidated. And the Ferrari, the third place man in the championship, Big Mass Sam, a 26-3. But back to the grid order, Alun in sector 3 now, as he comes through the Novell chicane style. I like to look at that as.
What will it be for Alun then coming across the line? It's a 35-2, very competitive lap, and probably a difficult one to beat. Your next driver to cross the line will be an Alpine of DJ Perks. Comes across the line, it's a 35-8.
His team, by the way, Tornado's invalidated lap time was a 35-8.
Shui invalidates. So like Gert across the line then. It's only P3. 36-1.
Lowest timeable. Bang up is invalidated.
Crosses the line anyway. What will it have been? We will never know. I guess we'll never know. Big Massive Sam crosses the line. 95-1.
Provisional pole.
Provisional pole for him.
So 100 or 120 of a second.
A11 across the line. It's P5. I think AMS went for a bit of a spin actually.
you know. Tornado, once again, invalidated, so Big Panda, the only person on an actual lap, I do believe.
Yes.
So we'll see whether he does come to the line on this lap or get back into the pit lane. Obviously in sector 2 right now. Get the A, the DRS down this straight after the hairpin. And there's like DRS wide open down the straight. Gonna gain you a certain amount of kilometres that I do not have the answer for.
Is it like 28? Something like that. Extra
I haven't
12
got a
mile an
clue.
hour. 12 mile an hour, 28 km? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Pickle Panda, I think, going to be the next driver to cross the line. That is if Gurr pits, which I do think he is going to do. Pickle Panda will pit though.
That's box.
So,
And Shuey, right out lap. 5 minutes, 45 left in the session.
everyone coming in then, but Shuey is on an out lap, so does he want to get his quali lap, his Q2 lap out of the way, or potentially, considering we just called that cheeky corner cut, does he want to go out for 2 runs before the end of qualifying?
The cheeky Romanian flag on Shuey's helmet.
Yeah, that's just the
I
default
think it
helmet.
is
I
meant
don't
to
think
be.
he...
I think you are just meant to ignore the reds. You've got the Ukrainian flag.
Absolutely.
So he's someone that you can just assume will be in the top 3 shootout, and someone you expect to roll the grid as sort of a minimum from what we've seen in Shuey so far. A very good driver, and probably a driver that I'd put my money on for winning the championship this year. If he does get
Shuey invalidates again.
invalidated. And there's
So
a
he's-
teammate who will get a tow, I believe, maybe on his out lap. I'm not sure what the plan will be.
I think he's going to have to put his foot down if he wants to get another lap in, Shuey.
And he's got 4 minutes 21 seconds to go.
He needs at
People will
least
start to come out of the pit
1.5
lane soon.
minutes. He needs at least 1.5 minutes to actually make it to the line. That's 1.5 minutes once he's out of the pit lane. So it's about 1:45 leaving his pit
AMS
box.
Tornado making his own track minutes on his out lap.
It's an outlap. I think people can get creative with it if they wish. Jack choosing not
Not
to.
meant to, are you? As far as I'm aware from what I've read in the rule book.
I reckon
Not
it's
meant to cut
fine.
corners on your out lap.
It's only an outlap. I don't think people care too much, especially if it's avoiding another driver. Obviously.
Oh
Tornado
yeah, but he
shoot
wasn't
wasn't.
really. He did just cut this corner to find time.
Yeah, that was an outlap. That's fine.
Does drop his rears though. Does catch them again though, as they
Karma.
just slide around the streets of Singapore. And he will now start his lap to take us through it.
Who?
Tornado.
Tornado into turn 1 then. Turn 2, very nice and tight. Turn 3 is a very quick little sector there. Ukrainian flag on his lid there. Turn 4, nice and tight. Gotta get very close to the wall if you want the best exit. He's very close to the wall there. All times maybe a bit longer than what he had to be. Turn 5, very impressive. Turn 6 will be a nice daring long left-hander. Beautifully executed from him. Turn, I don't even remember anymore. It's a right-hander though, and you have to be very close to the wall into this next left. Very close on exit as well. It's a very, very narrow circuit this in Singapore. Into the Singapore sling then. Nice little sector there. Getting all the curve you can, just so you can open it up. He had a little bit of a moment. He's kept it though.
He did open it up.
Has it gained him a little bit of time even? Well, I guess we'll never know. MS Tornado then. Into the right-hander. Nice and early braking. Getting as much of the car on that outside as possible, but he invalidates too much of that car on too much of that curb. Jack on his lap.
On board with Jack.
Into the right-hander where AMS invalidates. Jack goes wide and also invalidates. I
Shuey then
think the
now
grip is
leaving the pit
lacking.
lane.
Who's Shuey?
Yep.
Ah. Where's Big Massive
he's
Sam? Is he on a outlet? Everyone's out on track, I
He's
think.
on an outlet. Okay, what can Tornado do? Can he keep it validated this time? This will be his final running of the session. And only the top 5 have set laps right now, if people do keep getting invalidated. And Jack will start his next lap, and he's going to hope he can set a lap this time and keep it validated. And Tornado will 26.7 in sector 1. And he's now going to try and keep it valid around the right hand. He does a little bit of a snap of understeer, but he keeps it clean out of the wall, running very tight to the barrier that sticks out quite carelessly from right too wide, and he just does jump the curb at this. What that was Singapore's lane, wasn't it? Over the bridge he goes, round the left hand, a very wide line at the hairpin. That gets him in a nice position. He'll come over this where he got invalidated last time. He takes it a bit slower than last time and keeps it within track limits, keeps himself valid, and into the hairpins of the chicanes of sector 3, where he's got to be very close with it and very tidy when it comes to the walls, especially through the left-hander he has just done, and done through the penultimate corner onto the final. So slingshot corner, get a lovely run out of it, and he's going to keep it valid, and it's P5 and 136.8, and now they see everyone on laps. It's their final run. Who is the closest to the line? That's A11, and he's not going to improve. Oh, he does improve up to P5, sorry, and he is done for this session now.
Next across the line.
Next up,
Jack,
and he gets invalidated, so Jack will not set a lap through P9 at a minimum. Super Mario will not improve, so P9 for Jack. What can Shuey do? Can Shuey keep it validated? But it will be a car that is pick up hand up. He's looking strong so far this weekend. He'll be next to set a lap. Can he make it through? Or will it be... Oh, he will get through, sorry. Can he make it to the line validated and put himself up there? He's just got to keep it clean for the final corner. He does. The rear has a bit of a twitch, but he'll make it to the line, and it's P5 for Pickup Hander. The next car is DJ Perks. Can he deny? Alone will not improve. He is out of this session.
DJ Perks.
Can he deny the pole position of Big Master Sammy? He's to fire 7 tenths in sector 3, and he's out and make it to the final corner. What can he do as he crosses the line? It's P3.
Not bad.
As he improves by 4 tenths.
DCR Shuey then, the one we've been waiting for. Round the final corner. Can he deny Sam? He can!
Yes,
it's a 34.9. Incredible.
DRS Shuey on pole position at Singapore.
For now, though.
Sam's lap is invalidated. The only person left with the line is AMS Tornado, but he will not. He spins across the line, so it is Shuey on pole on his return. Big Massive Sam in P2, and the championship leader down in P9.
Unreal. What a qualifying lap from DCRS Shuey there, though. Big Massive Sam probably gutted with himself, as it was an incredible lap from him also. Wow.
Exciting qualifying session, as I said it would be. Big Massive Sam now it's going to be put into his garage. Your top 3 is kind of maybe a predicted one. Shuey, Big Massive Sam, and Alone looking like he's got some good pace to match the front runners. Only 3 tenths off of 368 tenths off of second place man Shuey, or second place in the championship man Shuey. Pole position sitter. I'm getting all tongue twisted.
Yes.
But yeah, almost 5 tenths pretty much separated the top 4, and then the 2 drivers, Jack and Super Mario, both not setting laps. It's going to be a good race, definitely.
Yes, I agree. DCR Shui on pole, looking to get that championship lead back from his teammates.
By the way, can we just say I did actually predict the top 3?
Shui Sam. Oh no.
So far, the Grovey prediction coming in truthful. Will it stay that way though? We hope not, for their sakes and for their team's sakes. I mean, what will be the strategy today then for most of the drivers?
Medium soft. You could go for a medium soft medium. It all depends on the safety car. Obviously, you have, I think, Jack and someone else starting on the softs. So they could be hoping for an early safety car, which may come to life if what you predict might happen does indeed happen. But yeah, we'll have
It
to
easily
see.
could. And if it does, then I think I should, go into prophecies.
You should be a
Forget the
fortune
team
teller,
making.
Grovey.
Yeah, forget the team making.
Forget the team making. You should be a fortune teller. Anyway, as we start the formation lap here, it will be DCR Shui leading us away from Big Massive Sam, Alun in the Alfa Romeo, who won last time out in P3. DJ Perks P4, Gerb P5, Pickle Panda P6, the Mercedes of A11 in P7. The other Alfa Romeo of AMS Tornado in P8. Jack, the championship leader, in P9. Super Mario in the Alpha Tauri P10. I believe there's a spin of Lewis on the formation lab. Sort of Pavement P11. Lewis, who did go for a spin in P12. Toast, only down in P13. I think he got 5 place grid penalty, he must have done. SBT Sams, who didn't manage to set a lap in qualifying 2. He finds himself in P14 with Jay Lee in P15, the Aston Martin Kronsky stand-in. CFC Alex in P16, Luigi Sven P17. Sir with Face, who has also gone for a spin, is P18, and Joel P19 after getting a qualifying ban. NJM, after driving the wrong way, starts from the back of the grid.
And to quickly mention the tyre situation, a couple of hard tyre starters, and that is SVT Sams and NJM, the 2 unfortunate drivers of the session, or of the qualifying. So they are on hard tyres, and then softs been chosen by A11, Jack, Super Mario, Lewis, Toast, and then Luigi, Sir and Joel, and then mediums for everybody else, and that's the top 6. Tornado and Soil all on mediums.
Predicted pit stop strategy then. 1 stops, medium
that.
2 hards, lap about 12 to 17. You could also do the medium, soft, medium, or the medium, soft, depending on how long you want to stretch each compound of tyre for each stint. But we will get lined up for the Singapore Grand Prix. I will hand you over to Grovey now.
Singaponese?
No, Singaporean, I think. Anyway,
I prefer Singaponese.
I will be handing you over to the fantastic Grovey for the start of this Grand Prix. Enjoy, everybody.
If we can get the right camera angle for the lights.
Please, everybody.
We might be able to watch Maloon's point of view here on the start, because the camera angle I'm getting from Shui is in his halo.
Ah. I'm having that for Alun.
Right, no, it's not letting me do it.
Anyway.
But we have 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. It's a slow start. People are just not really ready to go, but it's a good start for Shui. But he's side by side with his championship rival, and he doesn't get past. He holds on for P1, and Big Massive Sam can hold on behind. There's cars driving back. That is Soil dropping all the way back to the grid. Sam's just dropped with him. It's a poor start for both them drivers. And so Loon and DJ battling away. DJ got pulled to the outs, pulled behind him, but he can hold off. And he's now got the Gained one place, GR, there's safety car. That's it, right, I'm waffling, and there's a penalty for GR, gaining one place over cutting turn 1. And so Face will get ahead of him as the pack is starting to calm down now. So Toast and Super Mario going side by side. It's a good opportunistic move from Toast, but Super Mario makes a bit of contact with A11. A11 spinning around the front wheel, attacks the wall. And LCFC Alex was go past sort of pavement. Didn't see that because the camera angle not what allowed me to go there. But LCFC Alex making moves up to P14 on their medium tyres. He did have a look around the outside Luigi in the rear, starting to get a bit twitchy, but he holds on there. And the gap only a tenth behind, and Jay Lee going past Super Mario. I wonder if there's damage for Super Mario on the front lane, as he is dropping down like a balloon now. You have made some starts, and he has now left the session.
I think it was just a disconnection error then for him. So with Face, after starting P18, finds himself up into P11, as I get for the third time the predicted pit stop strategy. P10 now, as he overtakes a disconnected Super Mario. I shall invite him back. You can talk now.
Okay, and Luigi 3/10 off of Super Mario. He should make light work, I'd say, of that move. It is an AI. He has to overtake an A11, enters the pit lane now, and FC Sams will battle away with Lewis. And so Lewis is on the soft tyres, so it shouldn't be much of hard work for Lewis. When it comes to tyres being an advantage for the Williams driver, but he is now losing a tenth as Server Face gets up into P9 and Toast gets past the championship leader Jack. Soft versus soft tyres, Alpine versus Red Bull, and the Alpine coming out on top. There's a predictive strategy for you all to see. And LCFC Alex will get past Super Mario, and he can now put the pressure on Luigi once again. 3/10 the gap there. NJM closing in on his teammate who has disconnected, and hopefully he can get back into the session very, very soon. And Lewis gaining on FC Sams, and he put the pressure in for the wooden spoon.
For the wooden spoon?
And NJM. Yeah, you heard that before.
No? I've only heard for the cup of tea.
No, you need the wooden spoon. I don't know why you'd use a wooden spoon to...
Yeah, you'd use a metal... Anyway.
Yeah, you would use a metal spoon. But anyway, yeah, it's the same. Battle away for the wooden spoon. Arava introduced me to it. I'm not sure if it's an Arava saying, or if it's a genuine saying. I'd say it's a genuine saying.
It might be a genuine saying.
But 2/10, Joel and Super Mario, so that should be an easy move for Joel, as Super Mario is back in the session now. Hopefully he can take control soon. And Chewie, the new fastest lap, he's pulling away now 9/10 up the road from his title rival. So
yes.
With it now, Chewie would lead the championship by 1 point. No, that's wrong. I'm not sure what he would lead it by. And there go the graphics, no longer working. Lewis 5/10 back for SP Sams. I'm not sure what our gaps are. If I change the leader, do I get to think? No, I don't. Either way, we don't see the gaps. And Lewis, so the only gap we can see is Lewis, who's 5/10 back. Tornado looked pretty quite. LCC Alex has finally made the move on Luigi. Sven, I'm sorry I didn't get to see that. We don't know how close they actually are. And Lewis 3/10 back now, finding 2 temps in sector 2, and finally got a graphic from A11 as he does cross the start-finish straight, so we get to see their times. And Soil, and he's got a penalty now. I'm looking at the wrong car. So yeah, no Soil. Right, yeah. So Soil got a penalty. 3 seconds multiple warning GR and 5 seconds for cutting turn 1, gaining a place. So unfortunate for his race. And Jay Lee goes a bit deep, and it looks like the gap has decreased at the top, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll get to see now, as it's very close at the back here between Jay Lee, Face and Jack. Is there damage then? It's 1.3 behind. And yellow flag in sector 3. Someone's gone, that is Joel. Oh, Jack's dropping back. Jack, no front wing for Jack. It's not going well for championship leader. He's thinking about maybe bringing home another world title. to the team in Milton Keynes. But he might, as it looks right now, he won't be doing it this season. It will be his teammate bringing home the trophy. And we have some gaps to look at now. 3/10. There's a bit of a lock-up for GR, and he's going to put the pressure on his teammate. But his teammate only 4/10 back on Sir with Face. Sir Face struggling maybe for a bit of pace now, as he's got some quick drivers behind him, but he's quick himself. And he can hopefully now put the pressure on Toast. I apologise everyone that got an advert, it was just the normal Twitch playing adverts for me. Oh, there is contact at the back. That is Soil Pavement making contact with GR. GR ended up sideways, but gets free spun around. And Soil Pavement will make the move. On the inside as well, the opportunistic AMS Tornado will pass GR, I believe, as well. GR gets the inside line and will hold on, but Tornado sticks with it. There's a bit of wheel banging. They're fighting over the kettle now. Who's going to have the cup of tea? It's an illegal overtake, I presume, for GR, so he has to cede position. And Tornado will get ahead and can now pour the milk and put the sugar into his cup of tea. It started off as a one-time thing, and now it's just become a regular analogy. But Toast going to put the pressure on. Debutant, I believe Debutant, Panda. Looks like he's a strong driver. Oh, by the way, have you died? Eddie has asked, but side by side, AMS Tornado makes the move on Surface. Surface hangs it around the outside, getting forced off the track, and will come back on, still on the inside, gonna get the elbows out. And he hangs on. This is a good little scrap now, Faith. Can he hold on? Yes, he looking like he can. He's still there. The mirror's being full. We're having neither driver willing to give in. To the inside, Tornado will keep it. But to the outside, Faith has it. The inside now. I mean, what is going on? I can't really see with the way the graphics are working. But I believe Faith has got has held on against AMS Tornado. Yes, he has. And Soil Pavement gets ahead. Sorry, I don't know what's going on because of the graphic and the camera angle changing. And Tornado has retired. He's obviously still got damage because it's a manual retirement, that. And SP Sams is now back up into P14. The gap at the top, 2 seconds, and the Loon's there now. He's now really putting the pressure on the. Not struggling because Sam is putting in a great race, but they're not as quick compared to Shuey. What do you want about Eddie? I like the commentator. Apparently I'm the main commentator. So it's 4/10 now. Obviously with the DRS allowed him to close in. But Massive Sam's really gonna try and find that pace because he needs that DRS. He's got to find 1.8 seconds. He wants to be within DRS, hasn't he? He wants to find time. But yes, yeah, I don't know what I'm about. He needs to find a big amount of time if he wants that DRS. Moves further at the back as FC Sams gets ahead of Luigi and up into P13. Jack has pitted onto a set of hards and Joel's pitted onto a set of mediums. So some early pit stops from them too. Yeah, what are you on about, Eddie? Like, you can correct your spelling, but I don't know what you're on about. And Tornado leaves the session. A big massive Sam. One thing we do note is falling into the hands of a Loon. And he's going to want to have a massive fight up if he wants to hold position. And Jay Lee getting past both drivers pitting here. Wondered why he got past two of them. Toast and Pickle Panda entering the pit lane. who will be the driver that enters or leaves the pit lane first? It's gonna be Toast. He's gonna get as a front wing change for pickup hander, so it'll be a big time find for Toastman. He puts a set of hard tyres on to go to the end. And it's now 5 tenths. It was 4 tenths. It's now 4 tenths again. And soil pavement gets past his teammate. I'm assuming that was a simple move. Not much defence, I presume, from Sir with face. How have I got this one? Can you be? One sec, let me unmute the stream. If my laptop will respond to the fact I am pressing buttons on it. I'm on Twitch, unmute yourself. Yeah, one sec, if you, yeah, just keep talking. Oh no! Yeah, oh dear, he had a good race so far, and it's just he's struggling now. It's just Joel goes breezing past him, and Toast up to P11. It's a shame for him. He does look like a good driver. 1 minute. There you go. Let me unmute. Jeansy. Can't hear you. Yeah. I put it. Good job.
Good job.
Good job. Right then, we're back.
We're back. Hello, I'm back.
Jeansy is back.
Jeansy's back.
But full face and pick a hand with tyres. Jeansy's back. Jeansy had a bit of a moment and he hadn't included his audio. So it was just me. Jeansy was talking to you.
Yeah, I was talking, but I didn't include my audio. I apologise. I am very sorry. Sorry. So sorry.
The gap at the back here. It is heating up. Oh, it heats up so much. There's contact at the back. And Joel has Lewis running right into the back of him.
The gap between Alun and Big Massive Sam, which I've been commentating on for about 10 minutes now. It is increasing and decreasing. Alun just can't seem to get his way past Big Massive Sam. Very, very interesting. As so with Fates and Luigi Sven swap places as Luigi pits.
Front wing change as well. So his teammate will get ahead and Super Mario will as well. As will.
Sam goes wide.
Oh, there's contact. There's contact.
Between who?
Sorry, Super Mario making contact with Lewis.
Ah.
So Lewis, his front wing taking a bit of beating, and Jack still struggling around at the back, but he's going to make a move. No, he's not, as Luigi, as he leaves the pit lane, is still ahead of Jack.
This
so
could
Jack
get spicy.
Still behind, still at the back. It's unfortunate for him.
This could get very spicy between Alun and Big Massive Sam. Sorry to interrupt you there, Groby. But 4 tenths now, heading onto the main straight. Big Massive Sam just about managing to open that gap to about 5 tenths. Could potentially Alun look for a move into the second DRS zone rather than the first. He will get a DRS.
Not enough straight down this main straight. You think it's
down to about
big overtake, but it's not really.
It'll bring it down to about 4 tenths.
Quite close.
You have to be very, very close. Alun getting the better exit out of Big Massive Sam. So, could he potentially look to line up a move Sam about 5/10 ahead? But I think Sam, he's run out of ERS. You can see the red light flashing on the back of his Ferrari. He's ran out of ERS.
He did it. He had enough to hold it ahead and see him out at the 310 time panel come up for warnings. And at the back is that, like, it's SPT Sam's and NJM squabbling and changing positions almost. But at the top, it's now only 4/10. It should be Alun's place very soon.
I think Big Massive Sam has physically ran out of ERS. Again, very sorry to interrupt you there, Groovy. Big Massive Sam is definitely very, very low on ERS. I have to figure it out, but Alun now right up against the back of Big Massive Sam. He's going to look for a move. He's going to go around the outside. Big Massive Sam just covers it so well. Alun's going to look at a switchback move, but it's not going to happen. Another switchback. He's going to look for it around the outside of Big Massive Sam. Sam goes deep. Now Alun.
Good car placement from Big Massive Sam.
For Big Massive Sam.
He can't shift him.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
He can pull the rabbit out of the hat when it comes to the defending, but he can't pull the flowers out of the sleeve.
He can bring the mug out of the cupboard, but he cannot put a tea bag in the mug. But now he's coming on Big Massive Sam. Nope. He is on his way to Big Massive Sam. I think he's got a warning for track limits there. He must have done. He ran quite wide. 4/10 out of gap, 3.5-ish. He is gaining on Big Massive Sam. It's just a matter of when. Now he gets a little bit squirrely on the exit. That'll cost him about 10 yellow flags.
Someone's gone. That's a bit of a.
But now Alun down the inside of Big Massive Sam. He's gonna go for the move now. Alun forces Sam wise. Alun gets 3 seconds. So now Sam down the inside. Fantastic car placement again from Big Massive Sam, who will just take the inside. He's still ahead here, Big Massive Sam.
It's a good switch back here from Alun.
Gets a better exit though. Fantastic move from Alun. That is brilliant racing from these two drivers.
Outside to inside, switching from black tea to milky tea.
Absolutely
from coffee to tea.
From tea to coffee. Absolutely. Made the move stick. Different gravy. Absolutely different.
Ed, do you have the chat up by any chance? Like, can you see the chat?
What, general? Or the...
No, the Twitch chat.
I cannot, no.
Because Eddie has just said, Jeans, what are you on about?
No, see, my goals are beyond your understanding.
Fair enough. And Big Massive Sam, he's now going to be playing
Alun hits the wall! Alun has hit the wall! I don't think he has damage.
He's also ghosted.
Big Massive Sam. Now, see, Alun comes in. Yeah, he's definitely got
Big
damage.
Massive Sam has been caught out here, unless it's a front wing change. Alun speeds into the pit lane. Oh no. Oh no. And by the way, the Hasses, I haven't talked about them enough. They're P6, P7 right now.
I think
at the beginning of this race, SPT Sam's was at the back, and it is a front wing change from Alun.
Yeah, so he definitely just hit the wall too hard there. Running the car a bit wide, but LCFC Alex on the back of soil pavement. SPT Sam's P5, P6 for the Haas boys, so obviously working together quite well. I really like SPT Sam's helmet. It's a very creative design. I think it looks rather nice.
Yeah, he sent it to me. He said, "Oh, I thought Alun spun it then." He just got aggressive as he left the pit lane. As during title, see.
Alex ran the outside of soil pavement. He's going to look for it, but soil pavement goes a bit deep. LCFC Alex round the outside now into the place where you can't really go around the outside too well. This will allow SVT Sams to catch up to the pair of them. This is fantastic teamwork from the Haas boys, just distracting soil pavement to potentially get a move down this back straight. For the pair of them, we'll have to see. But yeah, it's clear that SPT Sams is just being held up just a little bit by his teammate and soil pavement. So now SPT Alex
Sams, he's on that alternate strategy. Yeah, he's going through there, but it'll be hard to soft, won't it?
Right. Very interesting
strategy, isn't it?
Sorry?
That is an allowed strategy, isn't it? He has used the mandatory tyre, isn't he?
Yeah, hards to softs, that's definitely allowed.
Yeah. honestly, I don't really know the track, the tyre rules. I don't bother with
The tyre rule is
'cause
like
I just do the
compounds,
strategy
right?
Jeff gives me.
It's just like any two compounds. LCSC Alex
Sort of pavement.
comes in with
Left
sort
it
of
late,
pavement, he
dive
leaves
into
it
the pit
late.
lane.
I think he's gone a bit wide there actually. Not sure what LCSC Alex is. He gets
Else
5
is
seconds for speeding,
into the pit lane.
even though he's going at a snail's pace. That is very interesting indeed. I didn't think he was speeding.
NJM then. He's now going to look at the looking at the rear wing of SPC Sam's as he's going to try and reel it in. Yeah, he's out fishing. He's going to hope he doesn't find a mug or a boot. He's hoping he finds himself a Haas rear wing.
Quick shout out to Jay Lee in the Aston Martin. P3 for him at the minute. I think he's yet to box, but yeah, P3 for the man. Absolutely incredible stuff so far.
And Joel with a 3-second time penalty. Thank you, Race Control, for letting us know that. So what he's done, someone's gone.
It's a Mercedes. It's Luigi.
Luigi Sven. So that's, by the way, Jack, no longer at the back of the grid. Or back of the pack, sorry.
P15.
He is in P15. Not points, but at least he's not at the back anymore. And NJM, his fishing, not been very good.
Shuey
he has
comes
found
in.
a boot, but the leader boxes off of that set, off
Sam
of that
comes in too, I
mediums
think.
onto the hard. Where is he
Sam
going to
comes in
be?
as well.
Big Massive Sam will dive in as well. It should be Jay Lee boxing as well, I presume.
No,
So
he can
this
stay
will
out.
leave Shuey.
Jay Lee's gonna stay out.
Oh.
On to lap 15. His tyres
So
must be
who's going to lead? I
absolutely
believe it will
cooked.
be Jay Lee that will lead.
Yeah, it's Jay Lee that will lead. So that's an Aston Martin leading the pack. The undercut, though, however, is very, very powerful around here.
Oh, I know.
DJ Perks.
I've witnessed it myself. I've
Yeah.
been
DJ
caught out by
Perks is
someone
ahead of
that's
Big
used the
Massive
undercut
Sam.
before.
SPT Sam's up into P3 as well. So the undercut, or the alternate strategy, definitely working for him at the minute. DJ Perks on the mediums. Probably going to pit at some point soon, you'd have to think. Yeah. Big Massive Sam
two
is on the
old
hards.
mediums,
Big
DJ
Massive
Perks.
Sam on the hards then, looking to go to the end of the race with no more stops. Is Shuey on the hards? Shuey is on the hards, so probably the first time we've seen the hards being used in F1WL. Well, not in F1WL, but in this so far this season.
Oh, DJ Perks has made the move on SPC Sam's, so I don't think there was much bite and service
Oh,
phase.
Sam's hit the wall.
Has he put it in? Is he in the pit
No, I
wall?
think he's just... No, he's just retired in the pit lane, I think.
Yeah, he has.
Just retires in the pit lane.
And NJM, he's convinced what happened to service phase? Obviously wasn't his race.
I think it was a not a technical issue, if you get what I mean. Just retire the car, save the parts for the next one.
That's unfortunate for him.
It is indeed unfortunate for him. He probably was looking for a slightly decent race. Lewis having to avoid the wood tire AI of service phase. But DCR Shuey on the back of Jay Lee, who still hasn't pit and is currently just losing time to
Yeah,
DCR
it was 3
Shuey.
seconds beginning of this lap. How well can Jay Lee defend? Is he going to put in that, you know, as Big Homer just said, the Perez-style defense, or is he just going to let him go?
He lets him go.
is just going to let him go.
I'm not sure
There
what
wasn't
Jay Lee's
much
strategy
point
is.
defending him.
He might try and go to the end, actually make it onto the softs, but it really isn't.
I mean, if he does it, then props to him. Big Massive Sam
Oh,
gets
absolutely.
past the other Sam. And that's SPT Sam's just a P5, a bit of a lock up on the left front. Hopefully, for his sake, he can continue going and maybe make them places back up when he gets onto the soft tyre.
Yes, indeed. A loon on the back of SPT Sam's, so alternate strategy, maybe not working too well. But it's a 4.56 for that Ferrari Academy at the minute. DRS wide open. But he's not going to get the move yet. All the straights are kind of a bit too short on this track. Just that slight bit. keep it short. Rory, any comments from you?
Not really. I'm reading messages, but Alun now is on the back of SBC Sands. How this is going to be... SBC Sands hopefully can get some redemption from Monza. He didn't win. And Jay Lee losing places, yellow flag. That's Shuey. That is Shuey gone. Shuey spun at turn 2. And that will bring TJ Perks right into him.
Well,
about
3 seconds.
And Alun made the move. Oh, I could have had a Murray moment. Actually, next spin. It's going to be some Murray Walker style.
Go on. What was the line going to be then, Rory?
Well, you'll see it next time someone... Actually, no one's going to spin again.
Well, you never know. There's at least 3 races left of the calendar season, you know.
No, I mean, I was at this race in GAR. Well, I'll probably forget in them other races. By the way, I don't want to jinx it, but we haven't had a safety car yet.
I think that's because they're unreduced. I reckon
they're
they
back
should
on
be on
standard, I think.
Are they?
They are on standard. I run them on standard, because that's what Mick tells me to do. And Joel and NJM getting very racy. This will help L50 Alex as he can now hopefully put away from that back. As we do see the pit stops, only one driver left to pit, and that is SBC Sam's. How long can he keep the tyres going? And if he boxes now, he will drop to P7. P7 or P8, so you only lose, what, 21 seconds in a pit stop maybe?
25.
I don't know. 25, so he will drop to P8, or drop to P8 if he picks now. And that's big massive Sam getting another time penalty. But he is ahead of Alun, that's the big thing for him. And he's got a gap on him in NJM past L50 Alex. So NJM was just battling away with P10 with Joel. He held on to that position and got past L50 Alex to P9. And is now pulling away on the medium tyres. He's on the one stop, NJM, so he's going to have to pit again. But what is the strategy call for himself?
For who?
NJM.
Pit. Probably.
Wait, I mean, I doubt he can take their mediums to the end.
Definitely not. Has he pit before, or is that just...
No, he has pitted. He's done the one stop so far.
Ah. Yeah, so definitely... Probably gonna pit onto softs. For the end of the race. Indeed. Not much really to commentate on here. Big massive Sam closing up to DJ Perks. It has to be said.
The penalty detail on it's 3 seconds for DJ, 6 for Big Massive Sam, and 8 for Alun. Oh, that's Jay Lee dropping back. Jay Lee's gone off the track, it looks. He's going slow. What's happened to Jay Lee? Something has happened. He's slowing down. He's stopped on track now. He's just stopped. But the gap at the top, Jay Lee has been disqualified for being part of a dangerous location. It's very unfortunate. He was looking so strong in this race. And now, Big Massive Sam only a 10th behind DJ.
He's definitely going to look for the move, but can DJ Perks...
DJ just lets him go.
Oh, I was going to say, can DJ Perks defend it like a lion? But he just lets him go through, obviously, DJ Perks with other priorities then.
I think so he has got to think about the penalties.
Yes.
And that is Joel dropping back Joel's box, then setting mediums on for Joel. So Jack up to P11 now. Only a place away from the points, and he hasn't got a penalty to worry about. Anyway, not yet anyway. I doubt he'll get one, as he is such a good driver when it comes to keeping it clean with track limits. He's consistent.
Yes, he is indeed.
And that's the main reason I'd say he is a He's a quick driver, but I think the main reason he's the massive reason that he's a two-time champion is how consistent he is.
Oh, definitely.
It isn't all about speed in F1. It is. It's consistency is key, in the words of George Russell.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Consistency is key.
Okay, so what we've just been told by Jay Lee, his Xbox randomly turned off.
Who? Jay Lee?
Jay Lee. Hence why he was parked on track and forced to retire. And DJ, with the Sam's box, that's SPT Sam's boxing now. It's a front wing change for SPT Sam's. And he's put a set of mediums on, so obviously not thinking about going to the end on the softs. He just wants that fresh rubber on the mediums. And he is P7, now P8. His teammate will get ahead of him as well. So he'll drop to P9. But he hasn't got the penalty, whereas his teammate does. But the mediums to the end then. For SPT Sam's, what can he do? Is a yellow flag. And that is, I believe, Lewis. Yeah, it is. Slow and Shuey goes past. Yeah, I saw already. Thank you. So just release my charger.
Oh, Joel on the back of Gurr then, looking for a way through on the Aston Martin. Probably not going to get it. He makes a bit of contact, but Gurr defending obviously like a lion. Gonna let Joel through though, due to the difference in speed of the hards and the DRS. A loon on the back of DJ Perks now. DJ.
Yeah, 1.3. What happened? Yeah, he has.
Yeah, everyone's made one stop, and the back five have made two.
Yellow flag. That's NJM going slow. No, that's Super Mario. Sorry, wrong car.
Wrong car. Jack into the points now. 8 and 9 for the Haas boys though, as well. Yellow flag in sector 1,
and that is
Lewis.
Oh, sorry. Round. There you go.
That was the line.
That was, isn't it? What's that?
It's a great line.
Some Murray Walker.
Brilliant line.
And he's got front wing damage to boot.
A loon only 5/10 back now on DJ Perks.
God, that happened quick. Another yellow flag. By the way, the two Hasses only 3/10 separating them, and LCS Act will now pull out of the way of his teammate. And that will release SPT Sam's onto the back of NJM to get placed back, and Joel gets the fastest lap, but he cannot get the benefit of the points just yet. He needs to find 2 more places to benefit from that extra point rule of the fastest lap. And then Joel gets a 3-second time penalty to go with his time penalty. No, to go with his fastest lap. Sorry. And the loon is now, 4.5, just 4/10 off the back of DJ's. He looks so strong through sector 3. He's got a brilliant setup for the chicane. But he did lose a bit of time due to the dirty air there. But it is mediums versus hards, and I back the mediums when it comes to the hard tyres, or battling away with the hards. I don't think he should be in too much damage, as SPT Sam's now has a penalty. He had done quite well to keep it clean up to this point, but only
I think any
1,
driver.
2, 3, 5 drivers penalty free.
Yeah, I definitely think any driver who has not got a penalty yet has to be among the most consistent, because Singapore is one of those circuits that do not forgive you for mistakes. Yellow flags in sector 3. I think it's Lewis again.
SPT Sam's out at the fast lap, and he can benefit from that point.
Brilliant. A loon on the back of DJ Perks still, with 10 laps to go in this race.
Reeling them in
too soon.
Let's say go over the mini roundabout. Meant to go round that, and the traffic cops won't like you going straight over that one, mate. But markings for a reason. But DJ, 3/10 ahead. Is he going to be able to hang on for much longer? I'm
I
really
wouldn't
not sure
doubt
if there is.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, he's definitely got advantage in terms of straight line speed, but in terms of cornering, you can just see how much Loon wants to get past, and they're going to go side by side into the chicane. Lewis, that's
Oh, there's Lewis,
I
just
think he's in
backwards,
the wall.
parked up. Lewis, yeah, I doubt that Lewis will be going for my. Oh, well, I don't know. What is Lewis planning? Is he going to go to the line?
DJ
DJ
Perks
is
comes
going to
in.
box. So he's going to put a set of softs on to go to the end now. I would presume.
DJ Lewis doesn't have a wing.
Yeah, he's going to have to box, and he is obviously a lap down and still spinning. And yet, soft tyres go on for DJ Perks, and he's going to keep P5 as there's no one driving him.
Stays
He
out.
gets 3 seconds again. I think that's the 11th second of penalty.
I'm not sure entirely what Lewis is doing.
He's carrying on for some reason with that no front wing, and there he stands again, quickest of all, and that is Super Mario. 3 second time penalty. Where is detail? There it is. Penalties. Yeah, 11 seconds for a Loon. So Toast, as it stands, would take that position, and SPT Sams has done what he's wanted to do, and he has reeled in NJM after putting the mediums on, and he's now only 2/10 back, and he's only 4/10 back from Soil Pavement, who also has an extra 3 seconds. There's contact again! Contact the front. NJM making contact with Soil Pavement. Soil Pavement sideways now, and has lost of 2 positions because of it. He's not going to be happy. No damage. NJM though might have damage after that contact.
I think the bigger problem, Big Massive Sam, I think he got spun around by a Loon who was gone through, and it has now got a 2.4 second gap built to Big Massive Sam. I don't even know. I wasn't watching what happened. But
I wasn't. I was watching SPT Sams and NJM, and as talking of them, SPT Sams goes up into P6 and can now put the pressure on DJ Perks. What? I don't know what's happened there. Is there? I mean, a Loon. Yeah, I don't know. But as it stands, Big Massive Sam would take the place.
Yes, due to penalty.
Here is Lewis. They will be coming up the back of Lewis now. And Loon gets ahead of Lewis. Now Lewis is spun again. He's out this time.
That could actually bring out a safety car.
It's not going to.
I don't think so.
Soil gets back ahead of NJM, and NJM does have front wing damage. NJM does box. Oh no, he's not front wing damage, sorry. Just a normal pit stop. New set of mediums on.
No.
And is Jack going to get ahead of him? Jack will get ahead, and so will Joel. So that's NJM out of the points. GR will not get through either. No, will not get through. Do not believe. Oh, no, he will. He will just get through. Only 4 attempts separating them as NJM leaves the pit lane. But it's a fresh set of yellow walls to put the pressure on the other cars. And Lewis has now left.
DCRSU so far has kind of commanded this race.
He's not had people to rival him, even with that spin. He's built 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Back out. Nope, that's not the right graphic. That is though. There you go, Matt. Thank you, Eddie, for that information that I will not repeat. And NJM only 2 tenths back now on GEI. Shouldn't have too much effort having to overtake him, and SPT Sands' fast lap has been taken away by the driver he's trying to catch. There's DJ dumping all that time he has. He's on a fresh set of softs, DJ, so you know he shouldn't be being caught by SPT Sands. He should be just going all the way through, and he can easily put the pressure on his teammates soon, I'd say, if he can keep the pace he's going at. 4 tenths now. Joel and Jack, the two J's battling away. They've battled away this whole season. We've seen them constantly together battling.
Joel catching up to the back of Jack. Actually, very close to the back of Jack. Jack's got no more ERS left, so that would.
But that was. Oh no, there is some lag. It's a good move. Yeah, he's made it. Yeah, there's yellow flag, and that's DJ Perks is out. He has pushed too hard. Oh, and there's the first safety car. And SPT Sam's will box though, so he will box, and he's in the perfect place. Everyone else has passed the safety car line, or passed the pit lane, sorry, and they can't box. Soil will box. Will Alex box? And a double stack might be pulled off from the Haas team. Yep, Alex gonna box, so the double stack will be pulled off by Haas. Oh, perfect from Jack. And SPT Sam's will pull away, and LCFC Alex will be pulling into the garage, so perfectly got a big gap out for the team. Enough gap that the Haas mechanics can leave the pit box and then come back out, so they can have a cup of tea. To the pit stop, there was a 5-second time penalty, obviously, to be added on, but for LCFC Alex, but he will not lose any places from that. He had a big enough gap. But what does this mean for the front runners? Obviously, they're not going to get overtaken at all by SPT Sams. They won't, I don't think, because if you look at the gap from SPT, I mean, the gap is 46 seconds. Yeah, I doubt he'll be caught, but they will just, it's just going to shape up the order. The only person that didn't box was NJM. He stayed out on his mediums. But and obviously with that all, with all of that, it means LCFC Alex is now penalty free. And he can probably leapfrog a lot of drivers. And alone, Big Massive Sam changing positions at another. Yeah, Big Massive Sam has got ahead of Alone in the pit stops. But Big Massive Sam is on mediums. Is there... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be big. Alone obviously did get 5 seconds removed, or not removed, but taken off his penalty tally, obviously with that pit stop, because he obviously got 5 seconds for something. So Eddie cheering on Toast and Sam's in the chat right now. He wants to see them going on and doing well in this race, and I think they easily could, but Toast penalty free right now. So as it stands, Toast would take P2 if the gap stayed the way they are now, which obviously they won't, but if they did, Toast would take P2, FD Sounds would take P3. And it would be the win for Shui. But will we see Shui make another spin? Yeah. Oh, DJ wants an interview. He's on Do Not Disturb. I don't know, I have invited him. And he has joined.
There he is.
Hello,
so,
DJ.
Please include your audio, my friend.
Hello.
Okay, so, DJ, what went wrong?
I had lots of wheel
Don't kill me,
spins.
us.
Huh?
I was waiting for it to... I crashed.
Yes.
I had a lot of wheel spin out of that turn. My tyres were not feeling it anymore, and I span, and as you saw, I was in barrier.
Ah. What are you willing to comment on how well your race had gone so far, and how you probably could have been after the safety car?
I have regrets on something, but I could have gotten a clear podium if I'd boxed for hards and not mediums to do it. I basically committed myself to a 2-stop. I now see if I'd went for hards, I would have been ahead of Olu and Sam. And they had, I think at the time of me DNFing, they had more penalties than me. I might be wrong.
They do, they are on 6 and 9 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, well, so I've gone and bottled another good result for Al, but Cal's still in it, so...
And Cal is looking very strong right now, he's in P4.
I think they're
Obviously, I
taking
assume you're still in the game.
yeah, I'm still sat in the game.
Yeah, he's got, in fact, he's got no penalties. He's
No warning either.
looking like he's got no warnings.
I know, I've been talking to the boys and they said that he's got no warnings, so...
I'm gonna check that.
Chewy's got 2, Cal's got 9.
SLX Toastman, yeah, genuinely, is penalty 3 right now.
So Cal's in the hot seat to win if Chewy gets a penalty.
Yeah, Shui, yeah, one warning away from a penalty. And
Yep.
we've seen how this track has been claiming penalties.
It's not
It
too
has
bad if
been-
you, depending on
Oh,
how you...
that's
But,
alone going very wide. I thought he'd just gone off into the wall, but he hasn't.
yeah. It was an interesting lap one. I assume you watched. Aloon turned in on me through turn 2, which took us both off, but we didn't lose positions, so...
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't know
Aloon,
what I was watching at turn 1. I don't remember turn 1, to be honest.
Aloon
My
turned in on me
predictions
through
will
turn
come
2.
true.
Interesting.
Right. Fair enough. I have got no further questions.
Neither do I.
Okay, okay.
DJ, for interviewing, and thank you very much for your time in this race. Good luck for the next one. Good luck for the remainder
The bottle
of the
job on the
season.
way. See you next week.
Don't
No.
feel hard on yourself, mate.
Good luck.
Good
Yeah.
luck for
Good
next
luck.
time out. Alright. It's their party, I invite only. Oh dear. Right, the safety car should be in this lap. We will be told very soon by race control, and as the drivers will be at DJ's car.
Safety car in this lap then. Hopefully Shui doesn't get the glitch of not being able to accelerate.
Do you get that?
I do sometimes. I think
Because
it's when
Hunji
you're
gets
really
it, he gets
close to the
penalty.
safety car.
The pedals just don't work.
I think it's when you're really close to the safety car.
How is he going to take this start? He's taking it so slow right now.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get the glitch, but the safety car sort of just waits for him. So he has to wait for... But, you know, he has to wait for the safety car to go. It's a whole thing. Hopefully they fix it eventually.
Yeah, the safety car he's dropped the safety car so early. And he's gonna go very.
He's gonna
soon,
get
I'd
ready
say.
to go.
Is he gonna do the great strategy that I've forgotten who he saw do it
And
1 year
we're gone.
in Singapore?
Not gone
But
yet.
Big
Now
Massive
gone.
Sam has gone with him.
Oh, Shuey's
Oh,
spun!
it's contact!
Oh, there's
Shuey's in the wall.
contact!
Shuey's round. It's
Ghosting.
Shuey's facing backwards at the start. That is SPC Sam for the P3, but Alun will lead. Toast in P2. Soil P4 with NJM in P5. Big Massive Sam P6 after the contact at the start. Joel P7, Alex P8, GR P9. Super Mario making the move on Jack. Jack's right there with him. And there's Joel and LCSC Alex having a good little squabble, but Jack has A11 behind him, Luigi behind A11, and GR Shuey far at the back. And GR does get past LCSC Alex, breezing past LCSC Alex, must have damage or something, because he is being passed by everybody, being battered around, and he's been hit into the wall and almost round, but I believe he now has damage, I'm not sure though.
DCRS Shuey, it's all gone wrong for him. He's lost his front wing. He's actually gone and pulled Sebastian Vettel.
I was going to say that. It was 2013, isn't it? At Brazil.
2013?
Or 2012?
Oh, right. Where he
2011.
spun and then still won the championship.
Oh, that's Big Massive Sat. That's Joel. Joel is round.
Oh, he's scary.
Joel spun around.
Oh, no.
It's just not going well for both Joel and Shuey.
Shuey retires.
Oh,
So
no.
obviously he's given up. Such a commanding race from Shuey.
As it stands right now, Toast will be winning this Grand Prix with only 2 to go, and that is sort of pavement off into the wall. Somehow still in this one. And he's got no front wing. Toast still with no penalties. Alone gets another gets the fastest lap. NJM getting ahead of Big Massive Sam. Big Massive Sam has got front wing damage, and GR's looking down his inside, makes the move. Big Massive Sam has come off track. Jack in P7 now, so Jack will only extend his lead at the championship now. It wasn't looking like it was going to be after qualifying, but it is going to be as it stands right now. And LCC Alex can hopefully, for his sake, push forward, and Big Massive Sam getting passed by Jack, but it is, like I said, damage to the right front end plate of that Ferrari. And SC Sams is sticking with Toast. It'll be a P2 finish right now as it stands. So 2 on a shot for SC Sams. If he can just hold it on with only 2 to go in this race. Jack.
This means that Jack leads the championship. If it finishes like this, Jack still leads the championship.
Exactly.
With 2
it
races
wasn't looking
to go.
like that after qualifying.
It's been a hectic, unlucky race, frankly, for Jack. But his teammate had a shambles of a restart.
By the way, both in the last 2 races, I'm going to class like tier 2 as the last race we had, obviously, because it was. The Red Bull has led the safety car and spun from the lead of the safety car.
Have they?
It happened, yeah, tier 2 Monza. Great Horizon?
Yes.
LCS now has a penalty. It was either Great Horizon or one of the other drivers spun. And that'll put LCS down to
must have some sort of
P10.
damage. There's no way. SP10s must have some sort of damage.
I don't know. He's it doesn't look like he does. He's just taking it cautiously now. I think he realises that Toast isn't going to get damage.
Ooh,
And LCC Alex
Luigi
passes Big
he's
Massive
just run
Sam.
out of space.
It's 3 wide right now, by the way, almost. No, it's not. It was like 3 wide with 5 with a front wing. Oh, down the inside. The opportunistic Joel has a look, and Joel has spun again.
A11, absolutely incredible move from him. That's 3 places pretty much in 1 corner. It allows LCFC Alex to keep up.
And we're talking about the damage and everything. SPC Sams. And we are on the final lap, by the way. But SPC Sams, 6/10 now. He's going to push everything he's got to get ahead of Toast and take the race win if Toast gets a penalty or has a shambles and ends up spinning. I don't think he will, but it's looking strong for him right now. And Jack, P2, can he take GER? I doubt he won't. He will get it on penalties anyway. And so 3 seconds. But I shall leave you in the hands of. I should leave you all in the hands of Jeansy now for your final few corner commentary.
And Alun comes around the final corner for the final time. He wins on track, but it's Toastman wins in Singapore. SBT Sams takes P2. It's Alun in P3. Jack from against all odds in qualifying takes P4. It's another good finish for the Mercedes in P5. Gert takes P6, NJM in P7, the other half of LCFC Alex in P8, Luigi Sven in P9, the Ferraris take P10 and 11 as Joel gracefully crosses the line backwards. Super Mario finished 12th, and Soil Pavement will come across the line very shortly to round off your Singapore Grand Prix. What a race! This has been the safety car flips it on his head. Soil Pavement comes home in P12 or 13, I cannot remember. But Toastman, SLX Toastman
I think we
takes
get him in for an
the
interview.
win in Singapore. I agree with you. Incredible.
I shall find him on my friends list. There he is. Invite.
Incredible.
That's been a great race. And your race winner is here. If he wants to include his audio.
I have done that. Hopefully it includes it this time. Let's fucking
Okay,
go, boys.
Swearing.
We have yeah, naughty. Paul will kill you.
Naughty.
No, great drive. You take the first win of the season for Alpine, and your first win in F1WL.
No, season 1, mate. F1WL. Britain.
You win season. Oh, okay. I wasn't around in season 1. So you're second or third?
If we're counting the sprint race win last week, this is my third, but second official
Okay, so-
50%.
So your second race win, and does it feel as good as the first time?
Yes. Probably not as good as the first time, because I dominated that race, but this one feels pretty special, especially after fuck up that happened in quali with that Alfa Romeo. Yeah, I didn't think I would get a podium, let alone a win. So yeah, I'm over the moon right now.
So you really deserved that win. You drove very, very well,
Didn't get a single warning.
and you kept that. Did you keep that warning free in the end?
Huh?
Did you keep it warning free in the end, or did you end up getting one on the final few
No, I
laps?
didn't get anything.
I'll say you are the only driver to keep it warning free
Yeah.
in that race.
That was quite hard. I was definitely a lot
I believe
slower
it.
on the hards than like Alun and stuff. But, you know, it's not always about being the fastest on track, so yeah.
Yeah, you that's what I was saying in the comment. I was saying in the commentary about Jack and his world titles. You know, it's consistency
consistent.
being key, and that is what you were today.
Yeah.
And I've got no questions really to ask. I just feel that you go into you state obviously you're already there, but you go into that book of multiple time race winners now,
Yes.
and you help Jack in that department of he will take further into that title, and you take
that is
points
true.
away from Shuey and both Big Massive Sam,
Yeah.
because they can't get it in that race win. And
Yeah.
questions now from Jeansy if he has any.
Well, does this give you a confidence boost for the rest of the season here, Cal?
I'd say yes. I think the last Monza and this race, I've got podiums in both ones. So Mexico isn't probably one of my strong races, nor is actually the final 3 races. But I'll make sure to practice them, and hopefully, same happens again. Just take the win in all of them. That would be nice.
Fantastic. Well, I think that's all from me and Grovey, so thank you very much.
Yes.
Congratulations on your race win, buddy. And, well, enjoy your night as we say goodbye now for this Saturday evening. From myself, it is goodbye, and from Grovey, it is
It is, yeah, it is. Goodbye. Thank you, everyone who stuck around. And we are still 5 away from the 400 mark, but we will hopefully hit that tomorrow. Thank you to everyone. Yeah, so stick around, and thanks to everyone that got us over that 1,000 mark. We're on 1,016 now. So I'll leave you all on that happiness. So, as always, good evening, good morning, good night, good afternoon. It's all of them. I will see you tomorrow with P2, so SPT Sam's.